Hello, folks. Welcome to the show, Jack Chow on East West with GNE TV. It is also still the ABC issue. It is the issue that gets Americans' attention, full attention all over the nation. These days, if you turn on the paper, if you turn on TV, if you check about your news on even iPad or even smartphone, you will see the news, how big a problem that ABC has created for themselves. Now people are demanding in big quantities about apology. We hear some little bit, but not to the extent that we want it. So the issue itself is one thing, but there are lessons to be learned. There are researches to be done. Their thoughts are supposed to be considered. So joining me today are two great gentlemen, friends of mine. First of all, I would like to introduce Mr. Wild Chang.
Thank you.
Attorney at law for many, many years. His color of the hair will tell.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. And also the color of hair will tell is Mr. Wild Chang. And he is an employee of Macy. However, he's not here representing Macy. He represents average Joe of America.
Yes.
Can we say that?
That's right.
Okay. Welcome you both to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
First of all, I would like to hear your overall impression about this incident. Call it an incident, call it a criminal act. Well, it's your freedom. So first, let's start with John.
First of all, I heard this from the radio, and it really surprised me that this will occur in this community, that we have so many Chinese people, immigrations, and also American Chinese here, and people are watching it every day. And actually, I liked this show previously.
All right.
And Jimmy Kimmel, and he's kind of funny guy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but when I heard this, that surprised me, and I really think this is not a proper joke, and particularly the way he treated.
All right.
So all these days I've been following these incidents, we can call it, and see all the reactions from our Chinese community. I really think that ABC should make their apology to all, not only to one or two persons.
Sure.
And should react to all the Chinese community, even to express their apology to the improper the show they did.
All right. Okay. Good. But to Mr. Chang, attorney at law, the attorney vocabularies are turned to be more precise because you guys are going in and out in court, right?
In my opinion, this is really a professional violence to the Asian Chinese, because any public media person, they owes a duty. They owes a higher level duty to the common people. It's not a common Joe here, because he's in the public media. He knows that any remark that improperly made in a program that will create a tremendous impact on the public, on the audience. And therefore, my concern is whether or not this ABC, not only the host, but also the post-production, the producer, the company itself should be held some kind of legal liability. Why? Because of the many ways to stop it, to mitigate the damages.
Yes, you're
okay?
right.
And they failed to do so. They chose not to do it. And when you owe a duty, you have to do it. And you fail to do it, it's already liable.
All right.
Okay, so that's my opinion. But as far as the kids are concerned, because that kid is too young, it doesn't have a legal ability to commit any crime yet. However, when the host follow with a question saying that shouldn't be the Chinese allowed to live or not, that's absolutely improper.
That's an emphasis to me. Looks to
well,
me.
It means I try to endorse and encourage the kid.
He endorsed it. All right. So John, you agree with Mr. Chang?
Generally, I have the same opinion, but another point of view, I think, is it's a talk show. So it's improper, it's unwise, but I think the apology should be made, and also proper one, and to
Sure.
the people being harmed or influenced. But I think, another hand, I think it's just talk show.
All right, okay. So it's good. It's good to express yourself because this show takes a neutral stand. We listen to all directions. We listen to people from all corners of all walks of life, all different perspectives. Right? That's not a problem. However, if you ask me, I have my say. My say is that from a professional point of view, when professionalism is concerned, right? Now, before the show, you always prepare your guest. Okay. Now you tell me, Mr. Chang, you tell me. So this, I mean, just now before we started this show, did I prepare you?
Yes.
Yes.
Did I prepare you?
We exchange our
Yeah.
views a little bit.
We basically are talking about what shall we say in this show? What kind of questions should we ask? And then we decided first we talk about the overall picture, which is the impression, and then we'll talk about the legal layer. We're going to peel the layers off one by one, legal layer, the concept layers, human right layer, stuff like that. We prepare them, right?
Yes.
Now, and second, it is my duty, if anybody says anything of being offensive, of being discriminative, of being legally unacceptable, I will stop him. I'll say, hey, please, are you sure you want to say that? Right? Are you sure you don't want to correct it? Or are you saying you don't want to rephrase it? All right? If you say, I insist, and then I will say, that's his opinion, not mine. Or together, I'll try whatever I can to try to mitigate it. Right?
Actually, you have to reprimand. You have to go beyond that.
Of course, that's my responsibility.
Because a minor, all right? You
Yeah,
have
it's
to tell
my
them what's right or wrong.
obligation
We
to the
adult
show.
owes a duty.
Suppose if I failed at this point, my producer will pick it up. Okay, even before my producer, the editors will pick it up. Editor will check with me, hey Jack, are you sure you want to let it go? You sure that's a good segment? You sure that's a good statement, a proper statement? Yeah, probably that reminds me. Thank you for reminding me. You want to cut it off? Cut it off, right? And that's the third kind of a security to make sure it goes right. And then finally, there is a producer's responsibility. A producer is the one, if there's a problem, needs to go to court, the one goes to court. The producer goes, I don't go. I don't go. I get paid to do the job, I don't go, right? It's the producer's responsibility, right? If the producer fails, the company gets liable because it is your duty to educate your employee to do things properly, to promote upbeat of life instead of a downbeat. Am I right? So with all these taken into consideration, do you still think that's only a talk show?
Yeah, the show is a talk show, but it should be monitored.
Okay. All right, good. Maybe my question is too strong. It's okay. It's a discussion, right?
Yes.
All right. So back to my audiences. Let's take a short moment out. And once again, with me, I'm so proud to have this many friends come to my show to support the concept. So let's take a short moment out. When we come back, we'll find out the second layer of the same issue. Stay with us. Right back.